A lot of people struggle to get their leader to listen to them, build an honest and genuine relationship with senior management, and ensure that their ideas are actually heard when it really matters. And I'll tell you why. From my experience, it's because they focus on themselves, their desires, and their wants. And that's exactly why in today's video, we are going to flip the script, people. We're going to flip the script, and I'm going to teach you 3 simple yet subtle questions that, when asked, will help you build trusted and influential relationships with leadership. So, hey, without further wait, let's get into it. Let me hit you with a little bit of context before we get into it. Now, a 2022 survey from Deloitte found that trust is at an all-time low and that it's been deteriorating since 1973. That's wild, man. That's wild. Now, here are 3 stats which blew my mind. They found that companies outperform their peers by 400% when they're trusted, and that customers who trust a brand are 88% more likely to buy again, and staff who trust their employers are less likely to leave. Now, when I stumbled upon these stats, it got me thinking, imagine a world where you were deeply trusted and respected by leadership and your company. How would it shift your performance? How would it shift your ability to influence in the boardroom or gain more buy-in for your ideas? And how would it shift your sense of purpose and belonging? I bet you wouldn't think about leaving. Now, I wish in my 20s, when I was in corporate, my mentor had sat me down and said, listen, brother, here's what you need to do. Here's how I need you to think about this. Your boss, your leader is a human being, just like you. They have their own desires. Your job is to uncover it and help them get it. Plain and simple. I wish somebody had sat me down and told me that. Now, here's why I'm telling you this, okay? If you want to build a trusted relationship with your leader and truly earn their respect, then your job is to uncover their deepest desires, help them get it, and make them look like a rock star along the way. You feel me? Here's my truth. In the most basic sense, your leader wants 3 things. They want more money, more time, more energy. Now, some of them will want more status, but hey, that's another video for another day, okay? I digress. Now, your goal is to ask intentional questions that uncover how you can support them in making more money, getting more of their time back, and gaining more energy every single day. So that could look like the following. For example, when it comes to the money bucket, you could ask a question like, hey, Judy, what is one metric that you're really focused on right now that our team could help you accelerate? Very simple, yet very powerful. When you can figure out what metric matters to them and how it contributes to the overarching goals of the business, beautiful things happen, because you're going to be engaging in ROI-driven activities that are going to help them get more of what they want. And more often than not, their KPI, their metric, is going to be directly linked to their compensation. So you help them gain success with that metric, you're also going to help them make more money. Time. Let's take a look at the time bucket. Now, you could say, hey, Judy, for example, hey, Judy, what is one task that you are doing repeatedly every single day that you just wish you could automate or delegate? Once again, very simple, but you're figuring out how you could buy back Judy's time. Is there a standard operating procedure that you could create for her? Is there an opportunity to use AI to automate one of the tasks that is costing her in time? Think about it. She can make more money, but she can never make more time. So time is a precious commodity. The final bucket, energy. You could say something like, hey, George, what is one project right now that my team are dealing with that you have the least confidence in? The least confidence in. Now, why this is important is the following. Your leader probably has 50 mental tabs open at any one time, draining this human being's energy. The more you can close, the better, because they'll have lower levels of decision fatigue, a higher ability to focus on strategic tasks, and to focus on that meaningful metric that matters that we spoke about earlier. So this will also, by the way, pave the way for a meaningful and strategic conversation. And not only will you earn their respect, but you'll showcase that you're trying to understand them, which will tell a positive story about you. Now, here's the thing. When you sit back at your desk feeling all good about yourself and you're like, yeah, that was great. That was a really good conversation. You got to remember this, okay? That was half the battle. Because if you don't execute in a prolific and seamless way, you're going to have trouble, because then you will be then you won't be deemed as a competent individual. Now, you can be likable all day long, but if you aren't competent, they're not going to be able to trust you in the future to execute on strategic tasks at the highest level. By the way, to do this effectively and ensure that you can have and hold a strategic conversation with your leader, you need to do your pre-work. You can't just come to the conversation with those 3 questions. You need to do your pre-work. Now, that would look, or rather could look like the following. Firstly, remove your ego. Just remember, this has nothing to do with your desires and nothing to do with your needs and wants. You hold the key to your leader's kingdom. In turn, you will receive more of what you desire, but maybe not in the way or time frame that you expected. But your job is to serve your leader in this given moment. Now, once again, remove ego. Remove the death grip on your desires. Zoom out of the day-to-day responsibilities that you have so you can get a macro level view of the business. And you can ask yourself the following questions. I've just written them down for you. What are the company's goals this year? What external market conditions threaten the success of those goals? Number 3, how will they know? How will leadership know when success has been achieved? Number 4, what strategic initiatives are leadership engaging in to meet these targets and goals? And then finally, how does all of this impact your boss? How does all of this impact your leader? Now, do this right and put yourself in the shoes of your CEO, beautiful things will happen. You'll begin to understand the broader narrative at play, but more importantly, the villain, aka the challenges that lie ahead for your leader in getting more of what they want. The punchline is this, people. If you want to build influential and trusted relationships with leadership, you need to park your desires, your needs, and your wants, and you need to immerse yourself into their world. Figure out what they want and how you can help them get it using the art of intentional questions. The more you start thinking like a leader and less like an employee, boom, trust will follow you. Trust will follow you. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, man, you are going to love this one. You're going to love this one, which will show you exactly how you can use the art of effective communication to build more trust with your prospects and land new business. I'll catch you soon over here. Peace.